Hi, I'm Kimberly Clark, and welcome to this Get Ready With Me. Oh. Today I played with some new shadows from Makeup Geek, which I have never tried before. It was kind of my first impressions, first experience with them. You could watch exactly what that impression and experience is if you keep watching this video, if you're interested in knowing that. I have some thoughts and some questions and some comments and some concerns, and hopefully as you watch this you'll be able to learn about that and maybe help me a little bit as this goes on. Anyway, but let's just jump right into this Get Ready With Me. Go! Howdy. I will put in the description box below all of the products that are already on my face. Basically, it's primer, my cream foundation, powder, contour, highlight, all that good stuff. I'm having like a lot of texture issues with my upper lip right now. I'm sweating. It is, I don't know, like 75 degrees here in New Orleans in January. It's insane. It is so hot, and with the lights and everything. Anyway, I'm just getting like some intense sweat, upper lip issue. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm just going to jump right into eyes because that is what I am doing this Get Ready With Me for. So let's just go do that. Yay. Ugh. I'm not going to use my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in white on my eyes because I just know it's too hot, and I didn't refrigerate it so I could do the easy sharpening thing. I know it's just going to like crumble and get all gross. Plus, I'm using some new shadows from Makeup Geek that I just got, some foiled shadows, and apparently they don't really need any kind of white base to look amazing and stunning, so we're just gonna go with that. I'm going to be using the Sigma Cream Color Brush, the Sigma E58. It's just a kind of flat, very dense brush. First, I'm going to take this foiled eyeshadow by Makeup Geek in the shade Fantasy. Now, I've swatched these, but I've never applied them to the eye, so this is my first time ever doing so. Get ready. Not bad. I think I was expecting this to be a little more difficult to work with actually, but it's pretty amazing. I'm just going to pack that all over the center of the lid and a little bit up into my natural crease, which will become my new lid. And just for fun, I'm going to take some on the tip of my finger and just pack it on. Because look how crazy shimmery that looks on my finger. I want it to look like that on my eye. Let's see. Oh, I feel like if you get a lot of product on the brush and just slam it on, it gets that, does that same kind of finger packing effect. You guys, I was going to do a nail tutorial for a similar kind of like iridescent pastel look, but I broke a bowl last night and like sliced my finger open, so that's why you get these kind of like shoddy nails. Sorry about it. Don't worry, I'm fine. Okay, so that's the green. Just because I have it, I'm going to use another Makeup Geek shadow, Rockstar. I think it's being discontinued. It's a Duochrome grayish pearl shade with a kind of like lavender shift, I think. This is way easier to pick up with the brush, FYI. I don't know if it's standing out enough for me. Also, the duochromosity of it isn't reading so much. Just gonna put it on the other eye and then we'll re-examine the situation. I'm not sure I'm loving that so much. I'm gonna go in with another shade. This is the shade Mai Tai. It's a coral shadow from Makeup Geek. It's actually, I think it's also a duochrome. Let's see what this does. Yeah, see this kind of like, I think it suits my skin tone a little bit better. It's a little warmer. The duochromeness is still like not super prominent, but we're gonna work with it. For now that will do. I'm just gonna top off some of that green shade Fantasy just in the centers of those lids. So I feel like it got a little depleted. Okay, so that's kind of the lid shade. I feel like I need a different shade for the inner corner. What do you guys think? I'm gonna jump into my Electric palette by Urban Decay. I'm just gonna take this shade Freak right here, this crazy like bright mint green. I'm gonna pack that on the inner corner. I'm just a little underwhelmed by these duochrome shades. I just want something that's like a little more pop in. You know what I mean? Let's see if this works. I just feel like I'm blending everything together. You can't even tell. It just looks like a green old swatch. Well, let's keep going. I'm gonna stick with this. I'm gonna stick with this look. Freak on the inner corner. You can tell it does just give like a little bit more pop of green in there. You can tell the kind of finish transition to the foils being a little more prominent on the center of the lid. Interesting. I'm cool with this. Okay, while I'm here, I've already got the Electric palette out, I think I'm just gonna do my crease shade, and I'm going to use this shade Chaos. It's just this beautiful blue shade, just like a beautiful kind of cobalt shade. I'm gonna take this brush that's already stained blue. It's just a Morphe shader brush. And all of the fallout that's ever happened happens. I'm gonna tap off the brush like crazy. I mean, but look how bright that shade is. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, while I still have some dignity, I'm going to blend it out with my e.l.f. crease brush. I do really love these Urban Decay Electric palette shadows. Considering getting the new After Dark palette, because I've heard the quality of those shades is similar to these Electric palette shades, and also it has a similar brush, and you know how much I love the brush that comes with this palette. Speaking of that brush, my Electric palette brush, I'm actually going to go in with this shade Deep Cool from the LunatiCK Cosmetic Labs contour palette. Just like a very deep, cool contour shade, and that is what I'm going to use to deepen up the bottom of my crease. First of all, look how easy this is applying. It's just blending so flawlessly. It is a contour shade, after all, made for the face. But look at it just deepen up the base of that blue. I'm really into that. I mean, it's like, it's obviously like a little bit more pink than just that blue shade, but I think it's kind of cool. I mean, like not just temperature wise, just like nifty, the effect that it's giving. And take it a little down there. So that's the general shape. I'm gonna try that on the other eye. Actually just going to take that shade on that e.l.f. crease brush, and I'm really just gonna blend out. I'm just gonna really cover up all of that blue. I'm not super happy with how that's turning out. I really don't know what I did. I need more of that green though. I need more of that fantasy, girl. Sweet, sweet fantasy, baby. Okay, I think I might actually have to just cut this crease deeper with some freaking black. I'm just gonna take a matte black from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Contour Palette and just really cut the crease, because what the hell did I do? I'm just using the precision end of the Urban Decay brush. You know, every time I come back to these Kat Von D shadows, there's so little fallout with this, like this matte black. I'm just so impressed. I just love it. Especially for doing something like this, which is super dramatic, where you just want it to be opaque and show up and look good and blend. That's all you want it to do. I just needed like a little bit of depth right at the base of that crease to really make that green fantasy shade pop. All right, that's like kind of cute. Is that super amazing? I don't think so, but it's good enough for now. Let's move forward. Let's just do my brows. Fuck it, let's do a black brow. I'm gonna use this Rimmel Exaggerate waterproof eyeliner. I'm going to try to do a more natural brow, which means it's going to start pretty low and then kind of pop up like so. Oh, I'm almost out of this. All right, hurry up, fill that shit in. Great, that's done. We're done with you. Okay. Just taking an e.l.f. angled liner brush. I'm just smoothing out all of that cream product. Trying to work quickly because I don't know how long this takes to set. Yeah, I can already feel it setting. You know, I really do love that Milk Gel Brow pencil. I think I might have to buy a full-size one of those. I have one shade, it's like an ashy blonde. And it's really nice. I'm going to try to fill these in with like a lighter color towards the front. I don't know how that's going to show up on the black, but let's see. Again, I'm just using the Shade and Light Eye Contour palette. I'm going to use that shade right there, Celios. Yeah, see, I love these powders because even over like a black liner, they show up. Now I'm going to take that black Shax. See, and look, it even, you can see the difference in shades, which is what I wanted because I'm going for like a little ombre, right? Yeah, and that's how you do a black eyebrow ombre. Oh, I've never done that before. Okay, so those are like really different looking, but hopefully I'll be able to clean it up with some of my Kryolan foundation in the shade TV White. I'm going to take that on this Jane Iredale flat eyeliner brush. This is just like a slightly pink toned white shade. I'm going to go underneath the brow to really clean that up. This brush has a little smudger on the bottom, which is great. And that's what a full coverage foundation does. See, it covers completely any of that black. I'm then taking some of that matte black from the Shade and Light palette and I'm blending my crease really fully up into my brow, severely maimed style. Let's fucking do it. I'm gonna use my Physicians Formula liner. I'm just gonna do like a basic wing. Let's see what happens. That's terrible. That's just awful. Just gonna keep going, just gonna keep going. Let's just put some shit under the eye. Let's just put some shit on the bottom. I'm gonna use this foiled Makeup Geek shade in the Spotlight. Everybody loves this shade. I thought this was gonna be more bronze, but it looks pretty coral. But let's just like run this on the waterline. It's like Neapolitan goth. I'm gonna take, again, the precision end of that Urban Decay brush, and I'm using the black because I'm like sick of using other colors. I'm gonna smudge out the bottom of this like new lash line and hopefully do a little bit of under wing smoking to kind of make these wings look something like semi-intentional. I'm like I'm confusing myself. Like as I'm looking at my eye, like I'm like, what does this mean? What is this? Did I just put like the ugliest colors ever on my eye? Yeah, I'm just gonna totally smoke out the entire bottom of this wing. First time in Drags at a Ball style. My winged eyeliner is extended past my brows. It's a good sign. Like what is that? Lashes. I'm gonna put lashes on. First we'll curl these puppies. Highliner Gel Crayon by Marc Jacobs. Going to take that on the tight line, my inner rim, my upper eyelid. I'm using the Supersizer mascara by CoverGirl. I got this because Tara Babies talked about it in her 2016 favorites. I was thinking about filming a 2016 favorites video, even though you're probably watching this in like February, but I don't know if I'm going to because I feel like I discovered a bunch of really great products at the end of 2016 and I like don't feel comfortable talking about them yet. I don't know if that makes sense. But I like this mascara. It's like, I like this type of wand, this like rubbery silicone wand. I know some people don't like it, but I do. I'm gonna stack these like little baby guys here with these sliced up 301s for the top, and for the bottom, I'm gonna see if I can get away with these little baby halvesy lashes that I got at IMATS. Yeah, and this is just not gonna happen on camera. Just gonna go with it. So I'm just gonna apply them, leaning really far into my mirror, which means that you won't be able to see me from this flattering camera angle. Sorry about it. I wanna film a tutorial like those drag queens that film tutorials where someone else films them. They just fucking do their makeup any way they goddamn well please. I'm gonna take the shade in the spotlight, which is that beautiful foiled eyeshadow from Makeup Geek, and I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm gonna try to use it as a highlight. And the way I'm gonna do that is I'm going to dip my clean finger into it, like so, and I'm just going to brush this in like a line towards the back of my cheekbone. It looks like horrible and orange, but then I'm gonna take my Real Techniques blush brush and I'm going to buff the crap out of that. It's almost like a little blush highlights combo situation. Very nice, I like it. To brighten up the fronts of my cheekbones though, I think this might actually go really well with that shade. I'm gonna take Becca's Moonstone, and just because I have it, I know this is like ridiculous to apply a highlighter with a blush brush, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just plop, get plenty of it on there, and I'm just gonna go for it. Who puts on highlight with a blush brush? Me! Yay, the realness! For blush, because I'm crazy, and for some reason I feel like coral's gonna work, I'm just gonna take this Milani Rose blush in the shade Coral Cove. It's gonna look bad. I could feel it already, but I'm already committed. This is my Cosette S120, my favorite blush brush. You know what? That looks great! Apple it up a little bit. Warm up some of my jaw. That same blush shade. Yeah, see, this blush, like I said in my LunatiCK video, it's just like, it's such a beautiful, everyday, fabulous blush for someone that coral compliments, and I think coral looks great on my skin tone, so there you go, yay. Okay, since we're already in like coral rama, let's just do Beloved by Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick. It's my favorite shade. It's like, I think the most perfect like coral shade. Just touch up around my lips with some MAC Studio Fix in the shade N4. This is just my shade. I think that looks great, but I'm going to layer it. I'm going to layer another layer on top. And this is why these are my favorite liquid lipsticks, the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipsticks, is that they layer really well. They don't get gunky, they don't bunch up, they don't remove the product underneath. And now, because I want a little center of the lip highlight, but I don't really want to add a shimmer shadow or a different liquid lipstick color or anything that's like a different color, I'm actually just going to add some of my MAC Lip Mix in white right to the center, and it's just going to brighten up the center of that lip. It's just like a kind of cream pigment that's formulated specifically for the lips. To set my face, just because it's like super hot and I don't know what's happening. I'm going to use the NYX Matte Finish setting spray. That's the finished makeup look. There we go. All right, let's put on some hair and shit and come back. Yay. So this is the finished look. I want to play with them more. This is like my little Itsy palette, which I have my 4 Coffee Break with Danny Itsy collaboration eyeshadows in. And then these are these 6 Makeup Geek eyeshadows that I got. I've got some foils, some duochromes, and some regular shadows. The foil, I mean, yes, that was beautiful. Like, it looks great. Am I like blown away? I don't know. I don't know if I am. I feel like I need some help with working with the duochrome formula specifically, but I guess any like Makeup Geek eyeshadow formula tips and tricks that you all know about or have heard of, please let me know. I've never had any experience with these shadows, and so many of you have suggested for me to get them and try them out, and so I was really excited to, especially when I got this Itsy palette, so I could maybe fill it with more Makeup Geek shadows to kind of do like a little center of the lid highlight palette situation. I don't know if all of the ones that are in here are gonna stay in there, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let me know what your favorite Makeup Geek shadows are, your favorite ways to use them, and maybe you can help me figure out how to do this shiz. Anyway, thanks for watching my Get Ready With Me. I hope you had fun getting ready with me, and let's do it some more. It's fun. Let me know if you want more of these types of videos. I really like filming them. They're really fun, except for the fact that they're really stressful for me. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up, and you know, check out my other videos. Check out my channel and all the things. I'm Kimberly Clark. Bye.